The year is 2026, and a chilling silence is falling over our planet. Entomologists and ecologists are confirming what many have feared: we are in the midst of an unprecedented and catastrophic collapse of global insect populations. Recent biomass surveys from around the world paint a devastating picture. Since just 2020, average insect biomass has plummeted by 50 to 75% in key regions across Europe, North America, and Asia. In some areas, the skies have gone quiet, with reports of a near-total absence of flying insects during what should be their peak seasons. The first to vanish have been our most crucial allies, the pollinators. Bees, butterflies, hoverflies, and beetles are disappearing from agricultural zones at an alarming rate. Commercial honeybee colonies in the United States have suffered record-breaking losses, while sightings of wild pollinators have dropped to historic lows. This isn't just a daytime phenomenon. Acoustic monitoring stations in Germany, the UK, and Japan are now recording what they call silent nights. Nocturnal insect activity, which once filled the air with sound, has been reduced by as much as 90% compared to just a decade ago. It's a silence that speaks volumes about the health of our ecosystems. The decline isn't uniform. While ground-dwelling insects like some beetles and ants are showing slower losses, flying and aquatic species have been decimated. And this isn't isolated to one habitat. From dense forests and open grasslands to wetlands, deserts, and even our own urban green spaces, the pattern is terrifyingly consistent. So, what's causing this insect apocalypse? Scientists point to a perfect storm of interacting threats. The relentless destruction and fragmentation of natural habitats remain a primary driver. At the same time, the use of powerful pesticides, especially neonicotinoids and synthetic pyrethroids, has intensified, creating a toxic landscape for insects. Climate change is another major culprit. Shifting seasons, extreme heat waves, and altered rainfall patterns disrupt the delicate timing between insects and the plants they depend on. This throws their life cycles into chaos. To make matters worse, new and aggressive pathogens, like the deformed wing virus and nosema fungi, are spreading like wildfire through already weakened and stressed insect populations. The consequences of this collapse are no longer theoretical, they are unfolding right before our eyes. Insectivorous birds, such as swifts and swallows, are experiencing sharp population drops as their food source vanishes. Amphibians and freshwater fish that rely on aquatic insect larvae are also in steep decline. The intricate food webs that support life on Earth are beginning to unravel. The impact on our food supply is becoming undeniable. Pollination deficits are starting to affect the yields of crops like apples, almonds, and blueberries, foods that are central to our diets and economies. A January 2026 report from the Food and Agriculture Organization and the World Bank delivered a stark warning. If these trends continue, we face annual global economic losses in the hundreds of billions of dollars within just 5 years. But the fallout doesn't stop there. Our soil is degrading without the tireless work of decomposers. The planet's ability to sequester carbon is slowing down. And as natural insect predators disappear, we're seeing an increase in pest outbreaks, pushing us toward even greater reliance on the very chemical pesticides that contributed to this crisis. This brings us to the most urgent question of our time: is this a temporary, recoverable fluctuation, or are we witnessing the start of an irreversible planetary tipping point? The answer will define the future of life on Earth. Thank you for joining Veiled Chronicles. Subscribe for our ongoing coverage as we continue to investigate this critical ecological mystery.